Hey, what's up guys? Jackson here with Toasty DIY, and today it is a cold day, but I'm going to be showing you guys the new truck that I got. And when I say new, I mean new to me. So this is a 2017 Ram 1500 Laramie with the 3-liter diesel. So it's a V6 diesel. It's considered a full-size pickup truck, and honestly, pretty sleek looking truck. This is the black pearl, I believe it is, color. It's not like the night edition or anything. Really wish I could have gotten that, because night edition just looks so clean to me. I'm really not a fan of chrome at all. However, I don't really plan on modifying this truck. I mean, I'm just kind of over that when it comes to like having a good work vehicle. I just wanted something that you know, looks good and appealing, has some nice luxuries inside of it, and can also tow and haul and fit a decent amount of stuff in the bed with ease and just luxury. Like it is a Bentley inside practically. You know, I mean, you just have a full screen of options to go through here. As far as like your gauge cluster and everything, you can customize the gauge cluster. We have a full, I believe this is the 8-inch touchscreen, and yeah, it does everything. I mean, you have all of your controls on here. I'm gonna go and turn this off because it's kind of annoying. But yeah, we have a heated steering wheel, heated and cooled seats. Like I said, we have the sunroof. We have, let's see, they paid for the tow package, so we have the actual step rails. I believe it came with this really nice tonneau cover. It's a roll-up one, and by far one of the nicest ones I've seen, simply because it is aluminum backed, and I think that is just genius. I don't know, I didn't even know these existed. I actually kind of resented the roll-up beds, because I love roll-up beds because, well, you get full bed access. It rolls all the way back. It's not like the normal trifolds where you get 2/3 access. But the main issue is they were just so flimsy. They fell apart. I had like 2 of them in my Tacoma, and they both ripped within like a year. With this one, I don't think I'm gonna have to replace anytime soon. I'm sure this is the factory cover. I'm sure that this is the one that came with it. And the best part is you can practically walk on this. It's pretty sturdy, but it's still lightweight and aluminum. Also part of the tow package, instead of having the built-in receiver to the bumper, you actually have an actual installed trailer hitch receiver, which I'm not really too sure what exactly this one's rated for, but I'd imagine a pretty decent amount. I like that it does come with both 4-pin and I think it's 7-blade or 8-blade connectors. So that's pretty cool too. We're gonna try to actually see if we can find somewhere we can try to show the acceleration on it, because it's actually it's pretty impressive. So that was 60. That wasn't a 0 to 60 exactly. Honestly though, I really do just love this truck. It has a lot of luxury to it, while also just being a fully functional truck. I mean, the fact that it has, like I just turned off there, the heated and cooled seats, and the heated steering wheel is very nice. The sunroof's actually a pretty nice touch. I'll probably use that once it's spring and summer out. I like having the electric back window to be able to open. All electric windows I'm used to. I've only ever had crank windows. Like, this is literally the first truck I've had a total of like 12 vehicles. They've just all been old or classic. So I've never had anything that actually had electronic interior and whatnot. So it's definitely a pretty big step up. And now, don't get me wrong, I've realized that a lot of the stuff that isn't electronic has a good place. And I respect it, you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm still gonna, at the end of the day, always prefer that stuff. But, you know, I'm being a little bit of a hypocrite, and when it comes to wanting the luxury and comfort, I'm glad to have this new stuff on this truck. Especially for, you know, how much a new diesel like this costs. You know, you kind of expect to have all that stuff. Pretty busy, you know, like 5 o'clock traffic driving, and I'm averaging 19 miles per gallon in a full-size pickup, and that to me is astonishing. That's one of the main reasons why I was really wanting a diesel mid-size or full-size pickup. I really liked the Chevy Colorados as well, but you know, a lot of them were just a little bit too small for my taste. My Tacoma was a 6-foot bed. I really did not want a bed that was smaller. This one here, I think, is their like, oh man, it's like 5'5", 5'6", or 5'11". I know it's such a wide range. I think that it's almost 6 foot, but the main advantage is very wide, and it's also taller. It's a little bit of a deeper bed, so I actually get a little bit more cubic footage out of this bed than I did in the Tacoma, so that's cool. But yeah, I mean, super clean interior. They paid for like the nicer like leather stitch seats and everything too. It's once again not, you know, really not my color taste either, like brown and tan. I don't know. I'm sure some people like that, but I much prefer just like a neutral color scheme like gray or black for the inside colors. But I know this is like really popular with like the Ford, like King Ranches and all that stuff. People really like brown and tan. I guess it just looks workman-like. I don't know. But yeah, overall though, really clean truck. Now this thing does have about 53,000 miles on it, and you know what, I'm probably going to see some comments in this video, maybe not, I don't even know if anyone's really going to watch it, but I did get a lot of comments on the Toyota forum I'm a part of where people were like, oh man, you downgraded, you know, your 05 Tacoma was so much better. Don't get me wrong, I get that the engine on the 05 Tacoma is so much easier to work on. It'll probably last up to 300,000 miles, I'd imagine, maybe more if it's taken care of properly. But you know what? It was a base Tacoma with a 5-speed manual. The 4-wheel drive didn't even like fully properly work on. I didn't even have 4 low. I only had 4 high. And the 4 high, I debated if it really worked properly. And on top of that, I could not pull anything. It was god-awful slow. I needed some bigger back seats, and I honestly just wanted some of the new amenities that these trucks have to offer, like backup cams, and like it does have like the sensors and everything to tell me if I'm too close to a barrier or object. So yeah, a lot of really new high-tech stuff on this, and I get that the engines aren't very sought after because, well, it's an Italian diesel. Well, you know what? If it's made by Fiat, they've been in business for a long time. I mean, they're doing something right. I get that they've had a couple of recalls in these engines, but at the end of the day, almost every engine gets a recall every year for something. And I'm not saying that this recall might have not been slightly, you know, more tragic than others. Basically, it has something to do with the coolant leaking into the oil, and it said it could potentially cause a fire. It basically just almost sounds like a head gasket type situation, you know, in a gasoline engine. So I'm really not, I honestly didn't do a ton of research on it because to my knowledge it stopped after 2018, I believe, was the last year you had to worry about that. And I know this is a 2017, but I believe that all the ones that were affected by it were recalled. It was like 150,000 vehicles, and I believe that, you know, most of them were fixed. And you know what, if this one isn't fixed, I do have a 4 or 5 year warranty with it that I paid a little bit of extra for. So hey, you know, at the end of the day, I might be a mechanic. I don't want to fix a big diesel engine. So at the end of the day, if there's any issues with it, I get to take it into the dealer and they get to kiss my butt and fix it. So yeah, at the end of the day, like I said, 4 or 5 year warranty, it's up to like 110,000 miles. And I think by then I will have actually had the vehicle paid off. So yeah, at the end of the day, not a huge deal if something happens. I hope it doesn't, but it's not going to be the end of my world if something has to be repaired on it. But it's a diesel, and in theory, if it's like other diesels, it should go for a very, very long time without any major issues. So yeah, I mean, that's I think that's pretty much it. I can't really, I mean, like I said, this is like I'll probably do some videos in the future because I've only had it for a week, so I haven't gotten a ton of drive time with it, but so far I've not had a single issue. It cruises on the highway great. I've only been on the highway once with it. City driving is amazing too. I love not having to drive a manual every single day through morning and afternoon traffic, because that's the only time I drive is rush hour morning traffic and rush hour afternoon traffic. So manuals are great. I still have my 2 sports cars that are manuals, my old Datsuns, actually 3 now. So when I want to drive, this bird's being rude. When I want to drive a manual, I have the option to, but at the end of the day, I wanted something that I could drive long distance with and not be fatigued and not be constantly stressed out about having to, you know, back forwards and backing trailers in with the manual. It's honestly, some people might call me a total pansy for this, but it drove me nuts. I didn't like doing it. I wasn't comfortable. So yeah, at the end of the day, I'm happy with this so far. So if you guys have any, you know, questions, comments, concerns, or suggestions, or if you own a vehicle like this, you know, let me know in the comment section down below. And I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one.